So you want to connect to your ideal self. You want to connect to the strongest version of yourself. And you have been probably feeling apathetic, not excited towards your work. You feel like nothing. And to be honest with you, I get it. For the past 4 months, I have been working hard. I've been posting, working out, journaling, reading, doing everything to a T. But I still feel like nothing. I still feel like I'm not doing anything important. And the thoughts of doubts, the thoughts of like quitting have been overwhelming my mind recently. And in this video, I want to share with you the insights that I've had towards these feelings of like quitting, feeling lost, apathy to you. Because like I know you and I are on the same journey, but maybe you're on a different path. Maybe it's for your education, maybe it's to like build that business, that brand, whatever. I'm just here to share my thoughts, to connect with your ideal self, to connect with the strongest version of yourself. And starting off this video, I want to start off with like an insight, and which kind of leads into step number one, which is those thoughts of doubt, the thoughts of apathy, the thoughts of like not feeling connected to your ideal self, the strongest version of yourself, are usually coming from old software, which leads into number one, that we need to observe those thoughts without judgment. Because like us feeling like quitting, us feeling like, not wanting to do the work, us feeling like we're doing nothing is basically the old version of ourselves telling us like, yeah, you should just go back to the old lifestyle. You should go back to the life that we had. Because hey, comfort is usually the thing that helps us as human beings. It's what we're even primed for. If there's a easier path, we're gonna take it. If there's a hard path, we're gonna try our best to make it as easiest as possible. And when those thoughts come, we usually tell ourselves like, "Hey, why the fuck are we doing this? Why the hell are we even thinking about quitting? Like, dude, this is gonna change our lives." But we need to start observing those thoughts without judgment, because those old thoughts are basically the judgment of the new action we're trying to input in our lives. If you do you get the sense? It's like you have been a person who's been jerking off, playing video games, eating the junk food for years now, right? You developed this identity, and then you want to change your life. You want to do all these things. You want to, build a great company and whatever, right? And by you in trying to doing those acts, the response of that old identity is like, what the hell? No, I don't want to do that. Hey, you shouldn't be like that. Like, nah, man, this is not gonna work out. And this is where the thoughts of doubt, where you don't really feel like yourself, are coming from. But we need to observe those thoughts, those feelings. It's just that without any judgment. Like, hey, this is the price for change. This is my old identity being shed away, and the new identity is coming in. The new identity of me working hard, of me loving the hardship, of me loving creating something difficult is coming in. Like, so we need to observe these feelings without judgment. We need to see them with like, hey, this is the price for progress. Hey, this is what I have to do in order for me to succeed. Like, to be fucking honest, you don't see you not feeling to do the work as like you being lazy. Just see it as like, hey, maybe I'm kind of drained. Fuck it, but I'm still gonna work anyways. Don't see the feelings of you in doubt, like, is this gonna work out, as like, oh yeah, you wanna quit. Just see it as like, oh yeah, I'm doing something amazing. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be doubtful. And just see it as that. Don't see it as any type of judgment. Just see it as like, that's what it is. And so now you are observing the thoughts without any judgment. You are seeing things as just what it is. It is what it is, right? Now moving on to step two of detaching from the ego. Because many of us think like detaching from the ego, some weird like mental thing like detach from the ego, but it's very fucking simple, bro. Like I mentioned in step number one, is just seeing things as it is, because it's just that. And for a way for you to detach from the ego, seeing your emotions, those feelings, those thoughts of doubt as that as it is, and also just trusting your gut intuition, where you remove yourself from the self and saying like, what would I do in that type of situation? If I was giving advice to a friend, what would I tell my friend, right? And that's basically detaching from yourself and trusting your gut intuition. And I know this kind of sounds like some complicated psychological thing. It's just basically like, dude, trust your gut, not your emotions, not your thoughts that you're feeling now. Like, dude, become a fucking retard and just follow your gut. Like, this doesn't feel right. What does my gut tell me? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just stop doing this thing and go and do this thing because my gut is telling me. Like, dude, just stop listening to your emotions and your thoughts and just trust your gut. And this is how you start to detach from your ego. And now moving on to step three. Once you've observed your thoughts without judgment, once you've detached from your ego, is now you need to start aligning yourself more to your higher self, to actually connecting with your ideal self, which is basically asking you the question, is what am I doing aligning myself to the person that I want to become? Is the actions, the beliefs that I'm adopting, the videos that I'm watching, the music that I'm listening to contributing to the man that I'm becoming? Like, dude, you gotta start asking yourself that question. You need to connect yourself to that question. And once you've answered that question personally to yourself, just do the things you would do. If your higher self would spend like an hour reading, then an hour scrolling on TikTok, then just go read instead. If your ideal self were to work when he feels lazy, were to work when he doesn't really see the vision, when he has those feelings of doubt, where he's detached from the ego, it's like, okay, yeah, I feel like this is not gonna really work out, but my gut is telling me that I'm gonna do this anyway because like this is the right path. What would your ideal self do in that situation? He would fucking still work. And so you need to connect to your ideal self, and by asking yourself the question, are my actions really contributing to the man that I want to become? Right? Like that's how you start connecting with your ideal self. That's how you actually do it. And by doing these things, I've actually even connected to myself. I do these things on a weekly basis. I ask myself, what thoughts have I been having recently that are not aligned with my gut, that have made me go more into my ego, that have made me not work hard as much as I want to? Would my ideal self even do this in the first place? And it has worked for me, and I bet it will work for you. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, goodbye. Kaizen.